My spirit was ready. My body was not.
Jay, you ready? There. Oh, we are live. All right. All right. So, first point of order.
Point of order.
I have.
Go ahead.
Currently, like, setting the scene here. Everybody is doing their own thing in the yawning portal. We have Tanith up on stage, Opal guarding the stage / tip hat. Raiden sitting at a table by himself as Swill runs around and what'd you say you were doing again? You're greeting interesting new people and then bouncing back over to Raiden to check with him and share mini tales of people you have met. Nahum, what is Ukir doing at the moment?
He's probably at the bar, chatting at the bartender while keeping a mild eye on the patrons.
Okay. I will say that the bartender is not giving you a very good conversation because he does not enjoy small talk, but that works. Um, so, the first thing that we're going to do here is I'm going to ask Tanith to roll a performance check.
You're right, baby. All right. So my performance is +7, and I rolled a 19. That is a 26. I'm giving.
All right.
I'm giving a show.
All right. All right. So, kind of zooming out a little bit. As you're all aware, you are currently within the city walls of Waterdeep, also known as the City of Splendors. It's a very, very vast, heavily populated city, kind of a coastal city. It has a large harbor. Um, Currently, it is the dead of winter, so there's snow piled up in the streets. The winter here doesn't get super harsh, but there's quite a bit of snow. It just doesn't get incredibly cold. There's not many people out in the streets. Mostly just people darting from building to building to get out of the harsh weather. And you are all currently patrons at the famous tavern and inn called the Yawning Portal. Um, we have, as I said, we have Raiden sitting at a table by himself, enjoying a beverage, as his young friend Swill is darting around the tavern and greeting people and gathering stories and occasionally bringing them back to Raiden to tell him about them. We have Opal, which is you were an aquatic half elf, correct?
Water genasi?
Oh, you're a water genasi, my bad.
Yeah.
So we have Opal, the water genasi, just kind of arms crossed, standing next to the stage, grunting at patrons that walk by. Ukir, that's how you say that, correct? Ukir?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Ukir sitting at the bar, trying to chat up the bartender, but he's not into it. And then on stage we have Tanith Renala giving a masterful performance. He has performed this set many times, and everybody in the tavern is quite enjoying it. What they can hear over the constant chatter and whatnot, because it is a very busy tavern. So, as you all sit or stand, there's sturdy wooden tables, kind of littering the ground floor. Brightly burning candles all over the place. A lot of the tavern tables and the bar is kind of littered with cleared plates and tankards. It's kind of the end of the night, so they're gonna be cleaning up soon. You hear the sound of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs, nearly drowning out Tanith on stage, unfortunately. It's a very rowdy bar. But you're all sitting there enjoying your evening. Tanith's performance is just coming to an end. Just in the last few seconds of his entire performance. And kind of between that space of Tanith finishing and applause from the crowd, there's a slight moment of silence. And right in that moment of silence, you hear, just eclipsing all other noise in the tavern across the room. "Fucking pig! You're like killing me mates, does ya?" And this instantly grabs near everybody's attention in the tavern. And you look over and you see this 7-foot-tall half-orc is just slammed with a wild swinging punch from this significantly shorter human male, who's you can see across the bar. He's got a shaven head with like tons of eye tattoos just all over it. And there's 4 other humans standing right behind him. You watch as the half-orc kind of takes the hit, cracks their knuckles, stands up, roars, and just leaps onto the tattooed figure. And before you can see if anything else is happening, if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators just clusters around the entire brawl. What are you guys doing?
Opal is immediately like up and out of her chair and like moves closer to Tanith with like a hand on her maul.
You're moving towards Tanith?
She's like, "Fuck that shit." Yeah.
Could I make an insight check to see if I recognized any like identifying symbols on these people, like and what they would mean? Like if I know if they're affiliated with a gang, or if they're someone I would recognize from being in other taverns.
Okay, I'll say because you did notice the eye tattoos on the bald-headed gentleman, you can go ahead and make that insight check. He is kind of across a crowded bar, though, so it's going to be a little tough to really.
Do you want me to do
detail.
a disadvantage?
No, just roll straight insight.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. That's only a 7.
Yeah, you're not sure. You can't really tell if it's just bad tattoos or if it means something.
Right. Well, I'm a little peeved. He ruined my applause. I think I wanna bring some light on these assholes who are ruining my stuff. I'm gonna point. Can I get like? Do I know the general 20-ish feet of where they're in? Could I hit that accurately, or I just want to literally just cast Fairy Fire and turn them all, I don't know, bright pink. Be like, bouncers, get these fucking guys.
Does Fairy Fire require you to see the target?
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. It does not specify that I need to see a specific target. I just need to have 20 feet within my range. My range is 60 feet.
Okay. I'll say. Oh, the range is 60 feet.
So the total range is 60 feet. The cube I'm making is 20 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. So that's just that doesn't require. Does that require a save or anything?
Let me double check.
I don't think it does.
It does.
The dexterity saving throw. Yes.
Oh, okay, you're already making me roll things. So
Okay.
you're trying to cast this
First
on
roll of
any
the game.
individuals that were caught up in this brawl.
Yes.
You did notice the 4 human figures standing behind the human that threw the punch. Are you trying to get them too, or just the human that threw the punch and the half-orc?
The dude who threw the punch and all his homies, in my mind, they just ruined the end of my set, the grand finale. Fuck these guys. Get them out of here.
Dex
Light 'em
save?
up. Dex save. The save is 13. 13 is the number to beat.
Give me just one moment here.
No worries. Roll some dice.
Ooh, shit. Okay. So So, you said the save is 13?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, these individuals interrupted the end of your set. You didn't get your well-deserved applause. So wanting to see what's happening without actually getting into the fray, you toss your fairy fire, and unfortunately, only the half-orc lights up. And from what you can see through the crowd, you see the outline of the half-orc crouched down, clearly on top of something, just pummeling punches. But you don't see any of the other figures.
Just so you know, any attack roll against the affected creature or object has an advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit being invisible. So long as anything attacking this half-orc, for as long as I concentrated on this spell, so up to a minute, as long as they can see it, they get advantage on attack rolls against them. So anybody. Okay. It does not discriminate. It does not have to be part of our party. Anything attacking it. Okay. But yeah, I know. Get that fucking guy out of here!
I think upon hearing that, Raiden, just hulking figure, just gonna stand up, just, I'm sure towering over everyone, unless there's really tall people in this bar, just walk over, like, start picking up people by the head, moving them aside.
Almost like, fuck, that guy's taller than me!
So you're trying to get through the crowd towards the commotion?
Yeah, I was like, if he's able to, just kind of, like, pick people up by, like, the head and move them aside, because it's so much taller.
Make a strength check to get through the crowd.
Alright.
I'll say athletics, not just a straight strength, athletics.
Okay, then that's still only an 11.
Okay, it takes you like a minute. You can't really like grab people by the tops of their heads and lift them. You're more like grabbing their heads and just pushing them aside.
It's like, you are like a swarm of bees. You are very annoying to get through.
You're definitely drawing some attention away from the fight, but mostly everybody's focused on this half-orc beating the shit out of some guy. Swill, Ukir, you got any reaction to this?
Just probably standing on my stool or chair watching.
Okay. Are you trying to look over the crowd?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
That's an 11.
Okay. So you're kind of in the same boat as Tanith. You can see just over the heads of everybody. You can see Raiden pushing his way through this crowd, and you do spot kind of the back of this half orc melt down on something, just throwing punches into the ground, and you actually see the rest of the kind of the 4 other humans that were with the initial guy that threw the punch. They're just kind of standing back. They look like they're ready to go, but they haven't gotten involved yet.
Sorry, that's 14.
Okay, same thing.
Okay.
Swill, what are you doing?
The second anything combat oriented busts out, Swill jumps to attention and oh dear, and runs over to go hide behind where Raiden was sat. So is probably cowering behind a little stool right now.
Okay. Yeah, you just watch as Raiden is pushing his way through the crowd. You can't really see much.
Can I actually roll stealth though? Like I would like to hide.
Oh,
yeah, he is like a
yeah.
Not even my friends will find me.
I love it.
Let's use up all those good rolls, baby. That's gonna be a total of 26.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a 19 on the die.
Mick, because I cast a spell that's technically offensive, would you like me to roll to enter the initiative order with whatever violence is still happening?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so Swill, with the commotion happening, nobody sees you. You are completely invisible within this tavern.
Part of the bar, part of the stool.
Exactly.
Swill has escaped the campaign. You have now exited the Matrix. Congratulations.
I won. Okay, bye guys.
So, at this point, the only person to actually approach the commotion and go through the crowd was Raiden. So I would say, at this point, you have successfully pushed your way through the crowd, and as you get to the front, again, you also see the half-orc is on top of the human male with the bald head and the eye tattoos, just pummeling away at this guy. He's barely conscious. He's bleeding all over the place. This guy picked the wrong fight, and the rest of his human companions still haven't jumped in.
When Tanith was yelling out, was he motioning more towards the half-orc or towards the human to get them out?
Good question.
So this is, I'll describe properly what Tanith has done here. So they casted the spell, like, you know, hit a sweet lick on their viola, and then and expected what in his mind his spell was going to hit everybody involved, and they were all going to get yeeted out. When it didn't, he was like, well, I can't look stupid. So, like, just the guy it affected was who I wanted it to affect. This fucking guy! So this bright pink orc is the only person affected by the spell.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the half-orc and full-on just attempt to just BAM! Kick him off this guy.
Okay, you're trying to kick the half-orc off the person.
Yep.
Sparta!
Like, this one here! And then, whoom!
Okay, so I'm gonna get you to make a strength check to see if you can get them
Strength
off
check,
of
not an
the
attack
human.
roll. Arm strike?
Would you prefer to make an unarmed strike?
Yeah, same roll, but yeah.
Okay, alright, we'll do that instead.
I'm hitting it hard enough to do damage.
Yeah, you have advantage on that attack roll.
Yeah, and I get advantage. But the intent was to go on, like, physically kick them hard enough to do some damage and, like, get the hell off kind of thing. Not
Okay,
just a push.
Make your attack roll with advantage.
Alright, that's a 16 to hit.
Was that with advantage?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not really sure how Roll20 rolls work with that.
You
you
can
can
see
see
the
9?
two yes.
Gotcha,
So then
okay.
it'll bracket the higher number. Or the lower number if it's with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, that hits the half-orc.
That's 4 bludgeoning damage because you don't roll for damage for unarmed strike.
Okay, so I'll say, since this half-orc is pretty large, you do manage to get a good kick on them, probably like right in the side as they're going to throw a punch, and it does jostle them a little bit, but they kind of look up at you, down at the person on the ground, and throw another punch. At this point, I will get Raiden and Tanith to roll initiative. Actually, I'll get everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna say I may be cowering like the tiny goblin I am, but yeah, I want in on this just in case.
Yeah.
19 total for my initiative for Tanith.
Okay.
I have a high dex score. Oh.
No, my
Well, there's
face
my
was
first
about
nat
my-
one of the night.
Oh,
No.
that one! The opposite end of the spectrum. Here we go.
I was making faces at my own fucking rolls, not yours. I got an 8. Alright, so we're not using D&D Beyond to roll dice anymore, folks. From here on out, it's just regular dice.
D&D Beyond.
Alright, you should all be able to add your own initiative in there.
Yay.
I just need to roll for all the peeps here.
At least I got to add something to my one.
Heyo. That's always nice.
So just while I'm rolling for the other people here, Raiden, you do see now the human that's getting pummeled by the half-orc is he's not getting back up right now. He's not looking great. But his fellow companions have not taken any damage. They're just standing back still.
Is Roll20 having a dark mode like a new thing, or have I just been dumb this whole time?
It's somewhat new.
Oh my god, I thought I was stupid.
Nope, you're good.
Yes!
Dark mode being added to things makes me very happy all the time.
Oh, it makes me not have migraines. It's wonderful.
Okie dokie. Tanith, what was your initiative?
19.
And Ukir?
12.
12?
Yeah, 12. I don't know why it didn't stick in the thing. Yeah, there it was.
Oof.
Okay.
Yikes.
So I have the initiative for the other people written down here, so I'm just not going to bother adding them to the turn order. But we do have Tanith up first. So you watch as this very, very large blue individual pushed into the crowd and just shit kicked the individual that you put your fairy fire on.
Cool. I can see him through the crowd because he's highlighted through. Like, let me see. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. So I can now see the half orc on the ground, right? Because I've hit him with. The fairy fire illuminates him? Okay, good.
Yeah, so you would have saw Raiden kick this illuminated figure and then them stop for a second and throw another punch into the ground.
So I'm gonna lead Opal and I'm like, this could go very poorly for me, and I'm going to need your help as usual if things go awry. And I yell as loud as I can. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the half orc. I'm going to yell, "Are you too stupid to see you're killing a man?" That's what I'm yelling as I'm casting the spell. They need to make a Wisdom saving throw. The DC is 13. Or if they succeed, nothing happens. If they fail, they take a D4 of psychic damage and get disadvantage on their next attack roll before the end of their turn.
Yep. What is the range on Vicious Mockery?
60 feet.
Okay, you're good.
Pretty good.
So that was Wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw. Immediately after shouting this, I'm going to hide as much of my body behind Opal as possible.
Yeah, no, they did not pass.
Nice.
Good thing I'm tall.
3 psychic damage.
So yeah, Raiden, since you're right next to this half-orc, you watch as, or you hear Tanith yell this across the bar, and you watch as the half-orc pauses again and just goes like...
You just give me a headache.
Did my kick give you a headache, or was that the yelling?
What else were you doing, Tanith?
I don't really feel like now is a good time for small, slender me to not actually get the shit kicked out of me by a half-orc. So, if I would like to make the hide action.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
I haven't moved. I can do it instead of my movement action, correct? No, I
I
can't.
don't think so,
I can't
no.
do it. Is it an option for a bonus action? Shows you how long I've been playing 5e.
It's a rogue or monk thing.
Yeah, unless you have it
that's right.
specified as a
Hide.
bonus action, it takes a full action,
I
unfortunately.
cannot hide because I decided to yell at the man. So I am just going to stay this distance away from them because I feel like 60 feet is a fair distance to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just stay put. I'll just yell and then hopefully divert attention by not doing more things.
Okay. Alright, so that's the end of your turn then.
Yep.
So we do have Raiden next in the initiative order, but one of the other humans rolled a 17. So kind of taking Raiden's lead here. They were pretty what's the word? Kind of taken aback by this entire situation that unfolded right in front of them. That's why they didn't jump on the situation immediately. But as they watch this large blue individual come in and just kick the half-orc, they also try and get the half-orc off their friend. So you watch as at least one of the human individuals just jumps on the pile, and they're not trying to attack, but they're trying to pull the half-orc off of their friend.
Grapple.
checks here.
Garrett, if you establish if our characters. No,
Yeah, we do know each other. I am trying to remember how. we had decided on that being a connection.
let's just say we met at the bar
Here
previously.
or tried to come pick me up or something.
Someone at some
There
point.
was I was involved with it somehow. I just don't remember either.
Summary, it's Hot Lady Summer and y'all bro bonded.
I like
Yeah,
that.
That's yeah.
So,
You get it, Tanith.
So the human rolled a 5. The half orc rolled a 19. So the human tries. He hops on top of the half orc, and you see him. He's putting all his might into it. He's trying to get this half orc off, but they're not budging at all. Clearly, this half orc is pretty strong. So next will be Raiden's turn in the initiative.
Alright. Funny because he says you are tiny and then watch him fail doing the same thing. He's going to attempt to grapple and pull his half orc off.
Alright, make a strength check.
I think grapple's athletics.
Are you trying to grapple the half orc or pull them off? Because if you want to grapple,
once you grapple someone, then you can move with them at half movement.
Okay, alright.
I mean, it's your call. You're the DM.
Honestly, I'm trying to go off of what it says in the book, and it says a strength check. But you know what? If you're trying to grapple, I will say athletics. But that will be contested by the half-orc's strength.
23.
The half-orc rolled a natural 20.
4. Oh wait, no wait. In your campaign, at 20 is on max. So.
Yeah, that's an auto pass. So I'll say like you kind of have the half-orc now in like a full Heimlich, but as much as you're like wrenching them back, they're kind of dug into the ground here, and they're trying to throw another punch, but you're stopping their arm. But you're kind of just locked in this back and forth right now. Is there anything else you want to do?
Very impressive. You have eaten your vegetables when you were younger.
With you saying that, the half-orc kind of turns to look at you behind them, and you see now the half-orc is actually a woman. She looks up at you and goes, "Vegetables are gross," and just keeps going.
Protein? I'm trying to figure out what your diet is here. You're pretty strong. Then looks back over towards where my companion would be. It's like, been kidnapped again. I hurry this up. Cause I figure you had a lot, and my intelligence just not there.
You know what? If you want, before you end your turn, I will let you make a perception check to see if you can see Swill.
I cannot make that.
Okay.
I have a negative on my perception.
Yeah, you can see Swill.
So what I'm hearing is you have a 1 in 20 chance of discovering my hiding spot.
Oh right, cause not 20s, but no, I got a 5.
Yeah, no.
No.
Alright, is that the end of your turn? You got nothing else?
That is it. I am not going to bother raging.
Okay. Ukir, what is your dex?
2, I think. +2.
Okay, you will go first. So it is your turn.
You tell him Tanith and turn.
Okay, alright.
Just like.
Alright.
I love it.
It is now one of the other humans' turns. They're not gonna do anything. Currently, one of the other humans is wrenching on the half-orc to no success. The giant blue man is also wrenching on the half-orc to no success. They're gonna watch. So now it's Opal's turn.
Ew. Well, currently nobody's pissing me off, so I don't really want to move. So I'm just gonna like pull my maul out and hold action until somebody comes to whack me.
All right. So you just stand over by the stage with your maul ready.
Yep.
Okay. So it is the last two humans. It's their turn. They both have a 7. But they're also can't really do anything right now. They're gonna stay back. Swill.
All right, so is there one of the humans that's just spectating right now that seems to be like having more authority than any of the other ones?
Roll perception from where you are. You're quite a ways across the bar, and there's a lot of people crowded around this.
I'll take a solid 4.
You can't see shit. There's legs in the way. There's people on top of people. You can't see anything that's going on over there. I will say though, from what you saw before the commotion started, it looked like the person in the lead was the original human to throw the punch.
All right, well, doesn't matter. Can't see shit. We're just going to go for the nearest. So whichever one of the humans I'm closest to, I'd like to sneak up and I'd like to pick their pocket, not for money or jewels, but for credentials. I would like to know who these idiots are.
Okay. Are you able to pickpocket as a bonus action? Is that something you can do? I can't quite remember.
Not specifically?
No, I think sleight of hand is an action to use, right?
Yes. Are you counting the perception check as my action?
No. The problem is you are still across the bar, so you could use your movement to get over there, but you would have to get through the crowd. There's still a crowd of people surrounding this fight.
So are you requiring an additional stealth check?
If you want to stay hidden, yes. If you just want to force your way through, you can use athletics or acrobatics.
I'm a sneaky little gobbo, and we're gonna go with a 17 to stealth my way over there to go pick me some credentials.
Okay, so that you could do as a bonus action. Right.
No. So my entire action this turn will be to move over there and position myself, so my grabby little gobble fingers will be there poised and ready for next turn.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Do you want to do it like a knick-knack?
Just give me your stuff. Give me.
Yeah, so you rolled a 17, you said?
17, yes.
Yeah, okay, so, like, you're short enough to kind of squirm your way through everybody's legs in this crowd, and you do so with such deftness that, like, you don't even touch anybody. You just, like, swim your way through. You're good. Nobody noticed.
Excellent.
Now it is the half-orc's turn at the end of the round. So she's not actually restrained by Raiden or one of the humans. So let me double check something.
She does get disadvantage on an attack roll because of the vicious mockery.
Right. Okay. So yeah, taking some hits from Raiden. She's shifted focus. Her current target is not getting up, so not as much of a priority. She's gonna kind of shrug you guys off, stand up, turn to Raiden, and just slug you in the face.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, thank you. Okay, so that's gonna be a 7 to hit.
Just bounces off my pure muscle form. Just.
Yeah.
Oh, we are fighting now.
Yeah, she's quite a large half-orc. How tall is Raiden?
7.
7 foot?
6'7".
6'7". This half-orc is 7'5". 7'5", or 7'6".
Fuck, everyone's taller than me still.
She is
I mean-
large. So she stands up, like, towering over you a little bit, and goes to punch you right in the face, but I'll say, sorry?
Is she large sized?
No, she's a half-orc. She's just a very tall half-orc.
Okay.
She's a little disoriented, not from, like, taking any damage, but just this bloodlust, of fucking pummeling this dude on the ground. She just, like, goes to hit as hard as she can and swings a little wide, stumbles a bit, pulls back. She's gonna take another punch, though, because she can. And it's only the first attack that's at disadvantage, or is it the entire turn? Tanith?
It's the I believe first attack. Let me make sure I got that right. On the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn, so it would be the first attack.
Okay, so this one is not at disadvantage.
If it's another one, it's not a disadvantage.
That one.
Very nice.
So yeah, this time she equally, or even more rage-filled from having missed that first punch. She goes to hit harder and completely stumbles over herself and actually falls prone. So she knocked herself over. She's a little clumsy. Alrighty, back to the top of the round. Tanith, you are still over by the stage. You have Opal next to you. You did watch the half-orc stand up and throw a couple punches at the not quite so large, but still large blue man.
Yep. Okay. What I would like to do, I would like to cast Minor Illusion. Minor Illusion allows me to create a sound, and I'm basically going to use it to project my own voice incredibly loudly. It says it can be can range from its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. So just like a thundering version of my voice throughout the whole tavern. Stop fucking fighting! All these good paying customers are kicking the shit out of each other and ruining my set.
Okay.
If you'll let me use the spell this way, obviously.
Yeah.
Then you start jamming out.
I make this a performance check.
I'm gonna say, for this, make a persuasion check, but it's actually gonna be a disadvantage.
Sorry, yeah, a persuasion check is what I should have said. Yeah, if they're already in combat, it's going to take a little bit of actual persuasiveness.
Plus, you're some random bard that they probably don't even know, just like telling them to stop fighting.
Disadvantage. Hey, that's not too shit. That's a total of a 17. I rolled a 14 and a 15. I have a +3 to my persuasion.
As you roared in death metal.
Damn.
So it's hard to tell because the half-orc fell over. So you can still see the outline of the half-orc on the ground, but you can't really discern any like facial recognition from this through the crowd.
Anymore.
But you can see now the other human individuals notice this and do seem to back off a little bit. They're still not entirely sure what to do now.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like to, as a bonus action, give Raiden Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to do that by going at the end of my message. Also, the guy has a nice butt, and then so now you have inspiration of a bardic variety.
Yep, work them out. Thank you.
Good.
You're now inspired to live up to your nice butt.
Clench.
Is that the end of your turn there?
That is all I'm doing my turn. I'm still standing very close to Opal for fear of my squishy body.
Okay. So there is one of the humans in between Tanith and Raiden, but we're gonna move right to Raiden because the humans have backed off from that persuasion check.
And what do I see at the half orc do? Does she look like she's calmed down, or looks like she's still raring to go? Because she's literally right in front of me.
Yeah, she's. Hang on. No, she's still looking pretty pissed. Her rage was definitely directed at the guy on the ground at first, but you've just come in swinging.
So I'm gonna just like, just kind of crack the neck, crack the knuckles, tighten the glutes, and just go into a rage and just lift both my fists up and just slam down on her back as she's prone. It's like, all right, take a nap. Boom.
All right. So you're raging first?
Yes.
Okay.
And if I have to specify it's non-lethal, I don't know how much HP this person would have. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
So am I doubling my unarmed strike damage?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
And am I doubling my rage damage?
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works.
No.
Because technically the rules is double rolls, and you don't roll rage or unarmed strike. That's why I'm asking. I'm not sure.
No, yeah, I'll say just double the unarmed strike and take the original rage.
So that's
damage.
a total of 10 bludgeoning damage. Just boom right into the spine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with that hit, like she's currently like on all fours after stumbling over, and you just slam down on her back, and she just pancakes to the floor, and like kind of knocks the wind out of her. Like you can tell that hurt. Is that it for you?
Oh, not napping yet, eh? And I go ready to do it again, but I can't attack twice.
All right. Ukir.
Still watching.
Go watch it.
Oh my, we just watch it.
You do notice since you're at the bar, you do kind of see the barkeep kind of. You said you're standing on your stool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do see the barkeep behind the bar, just kind of down to your left, looking not happy with this situation. He's not getting involved, but his arms are crossed, brows furrowed.
Shouldn't you
Upset.
do something about that, or like?
We'll see.
They're wrecking your place, man.
Haven't broke nothing yet.
They will soon.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Opal, what you got?
Grabs a handful of peanuts.
I was not told what to do.
I'll just I'll whisper to you.
I'm
actually.
bored. I'm just gonna go.
Like you can get it. Like you can get him if you want to. I've determined that I'm probably safe now.
I wanna go fight the blue guy.
Oh, you're going for the blue guy. So
No.
to get in there, I'll say you use your full movement to get into the crowd, and you have to make a athletics or acrobatics check to get in there, and that'll be your action.
Okay. I will do. They're both the same. I'll do athletics.
Cool.
18.
Both the same.
Nice.
On my thing, they're both +2.
Oh, right. You didn't. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you said a 17.
18.
18. Yeah. You just push right in there. Nobody's in your way. Well, people are in your way, but it doesn't feel like they're in your way. So yeah, you get in there. You see this half orc is just splatted on the ground. Raiden looks like you just threw a punch. The rest of the humans are kind of looking a little wary. They're backed off a little bit. And the original human with the bald head and the tattoos is not unconscious, but like on the ground, like.
Okay. So that was like what movement? I still have my action, yeah?
You use your action to get into the crowd.
Damn it. Oh, okay.
You can do anything as a bonus. You still got that, but yeah.
No.
You're in the
Now
crowd
I guess
now.
I'm just here now. I'm just standing in the middle of everything.
Perfect.
Oh,
All
let
right.
me just watch it.
Swill, you are stealthed into the crowd. Nobody knows you're there. You see these humans. What are you doing?
Oh, my sticky gobble fingers are gonna go for their pockets. Whichever one is nearest, I'm gonna try and pickpocket them. Specifically looking for some sort of identifier, whether it's like a guild amulet or a piece of paperwork or something. If we happen to find money, maybe we'll keep it. But we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So make your sleight of hand.
It's a 16.
All right. So let's say the one you're pickpocketing is one of the 3 humans that have not done anything yet, because they're kind of the most out of the action right now. Whichever one was closest to the side of the bar you're on. With a 16, you do find like 6 copper pieces. These guys are pretty broke. They don't got much on them. And you don't find any kind of like guild identifier in the pockets, but kind of like near the pocket, just hanging off the waist, you do kind of find like a piece of rag just kind of hanging off the belt that has the symbol of an eye, just like a wide open eye with no lid. It's, yeah.
All right. Assuming that if I'd like to investigate this further, I should do that next round.
You definitely can. Right off the bat, you don't recognize it, having come from your sheltered upbringing. Your parents would not have told you anything about the underground gangs of Waterdeep.
What? My prissy ass parents wouldn't have taught me about street gangs? Oh, I totally saw them as the type to be West Side Storying in the alleys. Okay, then bonus action disengage, and then we'll move back and get out of there.
Okay, yeah. See, I'll say you rifle through the pockets well enough, and they don't. The human doesn't notice that, but as soon as you go to step away, you kind of spin around and run off into the crowd, and you probably wouldn't see it, but the human does kind of like what, and just yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go pretty much straight back, not necessarily like hiding this turn, but gunning for that same spot behind the stool where Raiden once sat. And that'll be it. Thank you.
Who's next here? So yeah, we're back up at Tanith.
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry. No. The half orc has to go.
Yeah, that's really optional.
So yeah, she uses half her movement to get up. She's not moving anywhere. Does notice a new large blue individual has entered the ring. Doesn't care. Looks back at Raiden and goes to throw a couple more punches.
She didn't care about me at first either.
What the fuck, man? Offended.
So the first attack is another 7. Holy shit. Her attack rolls suck. Second attack is an 11. Wow. So for these ones, yeah, for these ones, I'll say like you were ready for her. You had your hands up.
Just
you
watching
were
her
in a
stand
stance.
up.
And she goes to swing like one hook, one jab, but you're blocking them all. You're yeah. So it's a straight up boxing fight now. And that's her turn. Tanith, what you got?
I'm going to try. Is this human that's had the ever-loving piss beaten at them just still lying on the ground? Like, are they just like unconscious on the ground right now?
You can't see the human from where you are.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go to the human on the ground. I'm gonna see if I can get there without like. How close to getting my shit kicked in will I have to be to get to this human on the ground?
So to get there, it'll take your full movement, and you'll have to use your action to get through the crowd. And then, like, it's essentially like, Raiden's here, the half orc is fighting him, the human's on the ground behind the half orc.
I should have just carried you.
That would have been a choice. Okay. What can I do here to get? I want to see if I can maybe help them and exchange friends. Okay.
There's definitely space within the crowd where you don't have to be like right up in the fight. But if you're gonna be like within the kind of inner area that the crowd is surrounding, you'll be within like 15 feet of Raiden and the half orc duking it out.
Okay, that's fine. They're locked in combat. If the half orc decides to leave fighting the two big people to come and kick my shit in, I guess that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to try and make my way through the crowd to get to the human.
Right.
Could I do it? So I need to do a
athletics or acrobatics to get through the crowd
together. So that's gonna be acrobatics for me for sure. That is a. Let me see. Sorry, you said acrobatics, correct?
Yep. Yeah, you can take acrobatics.
Okay, sick. That's a 17 total.
All right. Yeah. So we'll say for your bardliness, you get up to the crowd and you just kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, yep, excuse me, and you're not even really like touching people; they're just moving out of the way for you.
Nice.
Like a fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
I Jack Sparrow walked through the middle of them.
Yeah,
yes.
So yeah, you're within the crowd now. I'll say you're over by the humans that have not jumped in yet. They're all just kind of standing there, like, focused on what's happening, but also look very worried and don't know what to do.
Okay. That is all I could do with my turn. I'm just gonna tell them. Where's your companion friend thing?
They just, all three of them point to the ground, and you see this bald gentleman with tattooed eyes all over his head on the ground, just, fuck,
They don't. He's conscious, breathing, good.
Yep.
Nice.
Gets a couple teeth.
I think, to be fair, he probably deserved that. I guess that's all I can really do with my turn for now.
You do have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I'll speak in primordial actually, so that Opal can understand me. I didn't do this last time, but I'll basically just like communicate, like, go get them, and then you have bardic inspiration from me.
Hey. When you shout that, the three humans next to you go from looking at the fight to slowly looking over at you. They have no idea what just came out of your mouth.
That's their problem. And that's all I'll do with my turn.
Alright. Raiden.
You also still have bardic inspiration, Raiden, whenever you should choose to use it.
That's an attack roll or ability check or saving throw?
Yeah, it's basically like any roll except damage, you can add a 1d6 to it. Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Alright.
This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Alright. I'm gonna just make another jab at her.
More unarmed strikes?
For a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll probably hit.
For 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How's she looking?
So you... After blocking a couple of her punches, she kind of leaves herself open, and you take the opportunity to jab her right in the nose.
Yeah, just right.
Yeah. So she kind of stumbles back a little bit, and at this point you can see, like, she's breathing a little heavy from that hit that you hit her on the ground in the back. You just made her nose bleed and gave her a black eye. She's still up. She still looks focused, but she's definitely, has some bruises and marks on her.
Did you do with swill?
Who the hell is that?
Bullshit. That's my turn.
All right. Kier, you still spectating over there?
Yep. No one really,
Just
Man,
no one I
just
really
chilling.
care about's been hurting at all. And Tennis over there, he's kind of sneaking away through the crowd. So I was kind of like, is this done or? You're gonna have a clean up there, dude.
Sorry, what'd you say to the bartender?
You're gonna have a pretty good cleanup over there. There's probably some blood, teeth, who knows what else.
Nah, I got people for that.
I hope so.
All right, Opal, you're now in the fight.
Yeah.
You're right next to Raiden and the half orc.
Alright, so I don't think I have enough room to like swing a maul, but I would still like to hit the orc in the leg with it. Like, I want to go for this bitch's kneecap.
Okay, so you're using a weapon.
Yeah.
That escalated so quickly.
Shit.
Oh no!
This has all been like unarmed brawling so far, but you're taking a swing.
Like, so I got the maul out. I already pulled it out. I just want to take the other end of it and just that bitch's knee.
Okay, all right. Lethal or non-lethal?
Yeah, lethal or non-lethal damage here.
Not lethal, I guess.
Okay.
And while this is happening, like you're
I
going for
yelled,
this,
"Oolash!" It's like, no kill!
as you're going for the swing, Rain's like, "Don't you steal my glory! Don't you steal that!"
Yeah. So roll your attack.
Okay. Bada. 21 to hit.
Yeah. Holy shit. Like every attack roll.
I got a
against this orc is
17.
over
I was like,
20.
nah, I don't need the inspiration. I'm good.
Like every attack roll she's thrown out has been like 6.
I do this one. 9.
9 points of damage.
Yup.
Okay.
I'm gonna take her fucking knee out.
Yeah, so you said you're bashing her with like the end of the maul, not like the
Yep.
the pommel part, or the no, I guess that would be the pommel.
The pommel, not the hammer part.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So she's not really expecting it. You just take your maul and you just kind of jab it right into the side of her knee, and she buckles and drops down to that knee. And then in kind of just this continued rage, she just stands back up quickly and focuses on you a bit more.
Good.
Oh.
You didn't add rage damage to that, right?
You're right, I did not. And
Okay,
that's
'cause
okay.
you didn't rage.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yep.
Alright. Swill, I'll say, for the sake of it, you did make it out of the crowd on your last turn.
Yeah, Swill is gonna examine their surroundings after pocketing the scrap of fabric and 6 copper, and is not necessarily.
Did you take the swath of fabric?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what pickpocketing does. I did a robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, unless that changes the outcome drastically, like if Buddy's got a bomb strapped to it, no, I definitely didn't take it.
I just didn't register that you would have taken it. But yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, that's mine now. Yeah, so instead of investigating it any further at this time, is going to just pocket it, and having made their way back over to their original starting point where Raiden was, is just going to sit down on the bar stool, having assessed that between Raiden and this strange, strong lady that has stepped in, they're probably pretty safe, and is going to turn around and attempt to get the attention of the bartender.
Okay. So you go and sit on the table, or on the stool, and the table is like right here.
I will stand on the stool.
Okay, you're standing on the stool.
I am a gentle person and I shall have respect.
For waving over the barkeep.
El Goblino.
You know what? For waving over the barkeep, I'm gonna have the barkeep make a perception roll to see if he sees you doing that.
It's gonna be super polite too. It's gonna be like, excuse me, please.
Barkeep is actually really good at perception, so.
Can I roll perception for this too?
Sure, go for it.
Ooh, I'm gonna get devil's serve. Ooh.
Yeah, so the barkeep, dirty 20. Yeah, as he's standing there watching the fight, he just kind of notice out of the corner of your eye, or of his eye, you waving over to him, and he looks at you and just looks over at somebody beyond the crowd and goes back to looking at the crowd.
So does somebody come over to take my drink order or no?
They might.
They might. Did Ukir notice me?
Sorry?
Yes. I got a 20 on it.
Okay, yeah, you noticed as well.
Do I notice you back?
Do you?
Senpai.
Like the
Roll
hiding.
perception, alright. Everybody's noticing everybody.
Noticing you, noticing me.
Noticing me.
Damn it, that's a natural fucking 20 for noticing, thanks.
You noticed all of it.
I noticed all of you. I gave you a glance up, I gave you a
Yeah.
glance down, I
So-
gave you a glance
All
left,
over.
right, center, back and forth.
So you know what? Actually, with a natural 20 on that perception roll, I will say that obviously you watch as the barkeep signals to somebody to go over to you.
Not
You
natural
notice. Sorry?
20. Not natural 20, just total 20.
No, Jay rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a total of 22. Nat 20 for 22.
Yeah. So you also notice this white-haired gentleman standing on a stool at the bar. That one's pretty obvious, just right next to the barkeep. And kind of being in the midst of all this chaos, obviously you've been keeping tabs on where Raiden is, but you also specifically take note of another large blue individual with a maul, and you take note of the bard that was doing a performance before, who is now actually hopped into the fight.
What else do
Okay.
I see all this too?
With a dirty 20 and looking over the crowd, standing on a stool, yeah, you've kind of just been keeping tabs on the entire situation.
You got the play-by-play running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we all see all the things, Swill will pull out 2 copper pieces and kind of start rubbing them together, signaling the person who's supposed to be coming over to take their drink order, and just kind of announce like, my friend over there is going to need a beer after this.
All right. It's hard to tell if anybody is actually making their way over to you just because of the commotion in the crowd. But you hope that whoever the barkeep signaled to is going to come over to you.
So more so, if Raiden happens to use their eyeballs in any capacity, yeah, your goblin friend is now standing on a chair, making noise, and trying to buy you a drink. Now, I don't know if this helps. That's my turn, though.
Who
Thanks.
knows?
Alright, so it is the half-orc's turn now. Yeah, after getting
Uh-oh.
fucking kneecapped,
Bring it.
you can, like, if you were to look, you can see her knee already swelling. She's gonna have a hard time walking for the next, like, week or so. She's still got, bruises all over her. She's breathing heavily.
Shouldn't have fucked up his fucking performance then. Tough cookies.
And what she's gonna do is she's gonna throw a punch at the person that just kneecapped her first.
Yep.
So I'll roll for that.
Okay.
Oh shit, I got rid of my... Sec. Throwing a punch at Opal.
Yep.
Finally, natural 20.
Ah.
So that will be... what's that gonna be? That'll be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
So yeah, surprisingly, getting kneecaps and falling to the ground and then roaring and standing back up seems to have focused her a bit more. And you also weren't expecting her to retaliate so quickly. She just jumps right back up, turns to you, and just hooks you right across the head.
She fucking just takes it and like spits blood out and just like wipes it from her mouth.
The half-orc actually seems to be enjoying this a little bit more now. She's looking rough, but at you taking the punch and just spitting some blood out, she kind of just and then throws a punch at Raiden. So she right hooks Opal to her left, and then left hooks Raiden to her right. Oh my god. 7. She
Oh,
can't
so
hit
I'm the
Raiden.
one that gets fucking clocked.
Yeah, you watched her line up that punch on Opal, and then we're expecting a punch from her as well. So you just backed up, just right past her face.
Should not laugh between punches, it leaves it easy to read.
She just laughs again. Yeah, okay. Raiden, you just dodged a punch.
Alright, go to take another swing. 24 to
Half-orc
hit.
is hard to put down. Yep.
Alright, I kind of go down, just boom, for another 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
So you're uppercutting her?
Yeah, because pretty much I figured like as swings, I kind of duck down just as on my way back up, just boom. Uppercut.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you pull back, you go in for a heavy uppercut, and just catches her chin. She like gets lifted at least 1.5 feet off the ground, and falls back, kind of goes slow motion for a second, and she lands right on top of the human on the ground behind her. And when she does that, the human is like, he's still conscious, but that hurt. And the orc just drops unconscious.
Alright, now. Swell! Where have you been?
The floor was sticky.
Blood's all over here, though.
Well, then I don't know what it is that I stepped in, but I'm gonna get you a drink, okay?
Sounds good. I'm gonna, unless anyone else is doing stuff, I'm gonna like pick up the half-orc by the kind of like the shirt and kind of, since the bard's original thing was saying get her out of here, he's gonna attempt to just throw her out of the bar.
Okay, so I'll say you can grab the half-orc, and as you're dragging her out of the crowd, the other 4 humans that didn't really jump in too much, because they kind of got persuaded out of it, they grab their buddy and start to drag him out of the bar as well, as the barkeep across the tavern is standing there, and he just goes, ouch.
Yeah. Your buddy talks to the 4 humans, or the 3, however many says, like, your buddy needs to work out, tosses the half-orc out of the bar, and just goes back over to Swill.
Anybody else doing anything in the final moments of this chaos?
Yeah, did I ever get served?
Yes. So, as the fight is coming to an end, you watch as this human barmaid, she kind of has like long red hair. She's wearing kind of like a flowy dress that's like got like a green vest on it and like a frilly collar and just kind of like poofy arms. She's kind of pushing through people that are kind of dispersing, and she comes over to you and she goes, yes, did you need something?
Yes, I would like one of your cheapest beers for my friend. Don't worry, he doesn't like the fancy stuff.
You get cheap beers for your friend?
Well, did you not just hear me say he doesn't? It's fine.
I say so.
She just goes, one of the cheapest? All right, I'll be right back. And she runs
Sorry,
off.
did I say 1? I meant 3. Right, Raiden?
Yep.
Right.
You get it, stops. 3 the cheapest. Wait
Yeah.
for confirmation.
Give her a big thumbs up.
All right. She runs off. she will be back once I figure out the price for that. Anybody else doing anything?
I grab Opal's hands and I'm just like, come with me, please. And I go to I go after the humans for a second. Like, you lot don't get to leave without tipping me. I helped you tremendously, and I deserve recognition.
And with that, Opal's gonna pull her maul back out and just be like, "Hi."
Okay, for the sake of it,
Not necessary.
Opal,
Yeah.
make an intimidation check.
Fucking yeah, I am.
I'll say you can use your strength for that.
Okay. It's a 21.
Yeah, so, you guys walk up to them and they kind of freeze with their buddy still kind of mumbling, like really disoriented as they're dragging him out of the bar. And the one closest to you kind of goes, oh, right, okay, reaches into his pocket, kind of fumbles around for a second. He goes, what the hell? I could have sworn I had something. I'm sorry, I'm dry.
Oh.
Okay. So you got robbed too. So you can't fight, and you can't keep your own things. What are you doing getting in fights with She-Hulk? We don't have a She-Hulk in this reference. What are you doing
Big blue people.
in fights with people that big in the first place?
Okay, one moment. I just need to figure something out really quick. Trying to find the price for fucking booze.
The DM screen has that if you want me to look at it.
Please and thank you. Yeah, I don't remember where it is in the player
Love
notebook.
that players buy booze so frequently. Like, this is such a standard trope that it is put on DM screens for use.
Yeah. So there's price for a pitcher, a bottle for wines, and then there's a gallon of ale or a mug of ale.
Just a mug.
It's all pretty cheap from what I
Mug of
remember.
ale is 4 copper per mug on average.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what this woman comes back with, Swill's gonna answer with, "Don't you know who I am?"
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she does come back with 3 mugs in her hand and plops them down and goes, "All right, there you go, love. That's sorry, how much did you say they were?"
So technically for the 3 would be 1 silver, 2 copper. 4
That's-
copper per.
4 copper per. Thank you. Yeah, so she. All right, love, that'll be 1 silver, 2 copper.
Oh, don't you know who I am?
No idea.
We should probably keep it that way. And slide her a gold and be like, find me for some change.
All right. Yeah. She runs off, brings you back your change.
I will tip her. We'll tip her 4 copper.
Are we in America?
Okay.
What the fuck? That's 30,
So I'll let you do that math. So the charge was 1 silver, 2 copper. You gave her 1 silver, 6 copper with the tip, and she needs to give you back the change for gold.
That's 8 and 8 silver.
There you
8
go.
silver, 8 copper.
Yeah, but I tipped her, so we're good. I figured it. I can do math.
Yeah. So with that done, Raiden is dragging the half orc out. You already threw the half orc out.
I already dragged her out since I was dragging her by like the front of her collar. I kind of she's literally her feet are pretty much at the door outside, just lying like outside the door, as if she had run into the door and just boom, back.
Gotcha. As Opal and Tanith are trying to continue to get information and intimidate these poor humans, they're about to kind of answer with something when behind you guys, I'm not. Let me just give you a reference here really quick. So I know I described the Yawning Portal Inn during session 0, but just so you're aware of the entire floor here. The ground floor of the bar, there's several tables and whatnot. There's 2 spiral staircases near the back, kind of to either side of the bar that lead up to the other floors. The entire building is like 60 feet diameter. It's just a round room. But right in the middle of the room is this 40-foot diameter open well that just descends into darkness. That's why it's called the Yawning Portal.
Right.
So as you guys are standing over by the door, speaking to the humans, you hear behind you this, and the whole place kind of rumbles a little bit, and then you hear some murmuring, some panic, and you guys wouldn't see just yet, but the rest of you, because Raiden probably would have turned around at that point. Ukir is still standing on a stool. Swill is sitting at a table looking into the rest of the room. You guys watch as this large, warty green hand just reaches out of the well and slams onto the ground. And this very large creature pulls its way out of the well. And it's got different things hanging from it, warty green skin, a tangled mess of black hair, this long, like, carrot-shaped nose, bloodshot eyes, and it, like, gets to its full height. It's a big creature in the middle of the tavern. Looks around, bares its teeth, and just howls. And you watch as, like, half a dozen of these bat-like creatures just detach from its body and start circling around the entire place. Everyone in the tavern is now freaking the fuck out, except for the barkeep, who reaches down, pulls out a massive sword, and yells, "True!" Everybody needs to re-roll initiative.
I say, what in the fuck? I did not make nearly enough money to be worth this bullshit tonight. Speak of it, did I make any money tonight?
We'll get to that after. Well,
Okay.
you were pretty good on your initial performance, so we'll get to that after.
I'd just like to let you all know that I have done, significantly better than my natural 1 for the last initiative, with a
Okay,
natural
good.
2 this time, for a total of 5.
That is twice
Oh my
as good.
god.
That is double. That is exponential improvement.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration for this? Do I still
Yes.
have that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I'm
Alex,
gonna use mine too.
what is the hotkey to add people to the initiative counter?
When you drag them all over, control U.
So just... Wait,
So
when you
like
drag
select all the tokens.
How do you do that again?
Like drag the mouse and then you can select them all. Just kind of like if you were on your desktop, you drag and hold.
Oh, okay, that only works within the map. That's why it wasn't happening. And then
Yeah.
control
Let it-
U?
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
Let it be known that your boy got a natural 20 on his initiative.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
Nice. I got a 15.
I used my Bardic Inspiration on
Same.
initiative. And it only gave me a 1, but oh.
Oh no.
Same!
It couldn't be worse, but it's better than nothing.
See, Alex, we are the blue twins.
Secretly related? What? Two different.
Do we have the same mom or the same dad?
I
Yes.
still have
We'll figure it out later.
I
We'll
have
hash
to
it
check
out
my
later.
friend over here, and they're buying me a drink, so I'm not too interested in the other blue person right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, like Swill's trying to
then-
hand you 3 mugs and encourages you to go
take-
make friends.
Take all 3 mugs and about to drink them, and then a giant troll appears. Just storms off towards it. And then
Glad I saved
I-
the level 1 spell slot.
I will drink the beers you got me. Worry not.
Swill just tucks them in a safe spot at the back and gives a little nod and kind of goes "Eh," at the troll. Seems very displeased.
Okie dokie. No, wait, I need to add. Okay. What do we got for for initiative here. Tanith, what is your initiative?
Natural 20s, 23 total.
23 total. Fucking hell. Descending. Okie dokie. So yeah, with the barkeep yelling about this troll, both you and Opal have turned around and see this hulking figure has just crawled out of the fucking hole, and these bat-like creatures detached from its body, and they're swirling around. Actually, for all of you, you notice 3 of these bat-like creatures are swirling around the room. There are a total of 9, but the other 6 did not detach from its body, and they look significantly more bloated. They're not really moving yet.
Wow, I hit that.
That's
yeah.
gross.
But
That yet's really
what are you
ominous.
doing, Tanith?
Yep.
Can I make a, I don't know, what would this be? Knowledge check of some kind, or
Nature?
a perception check to know what this is and maybe how to fight it?
Sure. Make an intelligence check.
That is a 15.
Okay.
He said troll. Do I know what type of troll or what a troll even is?
Yeah. So with a 15, I'll say you've definitely like heard of trolls. You've seen some in some books. You're aware that they're very hardy creatures. They're tough to take down, and you're also aware that they're very good at kind of bolstering their health. And they have weaknesses, but you don't know exactly what they are.
I know generally how intelligent trolls tend to be. Like, do I think I could communicate with one?
Maybe.
No, like
They kind of stupid.
from what you've read in books and whatnot, nothing's really specifically said the intelligence of trolls. That doesn't tend to be the main focus of like bestiaries and things like that. So you're not really sure how intelligent a troll is.
Because I'm sitting here like debating whether or not, like, if I. Okay, good. Though it need not understand my insults. I just want to know that when I shout horrible things at it, I want to know whether or not it actually knows what I'm saying. Basically,
Okay. I mean, it'll affect it, but you're not gonna know if it'll.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it knows my language or not. Yeah. So I guess what I'm gonna start by doing. How close to this troll am I? Like, I'm talking with the humans.
You guys are over by the door. This place is, I believe I said, a 60-foot radius. The hole in the middle is a 40-foot, sorry, not 60-foot radius, 60-foot diameter. The hole in the middle is a 40-foot diameter, and the troll crawled up on the opposite side of the hole, closer to the bar. So you guys are at least, what would that be? At least, yeah, at least 40 feet away from it.
Cool. All right. In that case, I have decent distance, and I go to Opal. I'm like, this one's quite big.
Actually, sorry, I'll say you guys are 50 feet away. Yeah.
This one's quite big. You might want to get angry. And I then yell at it. I don't know. You big kumquat fuck! And then it takes. It has to make a wisdom save. Can't understand me. It doesn't matter what I say. It has to make a wisdom save of 13. Oh yeah, wisdom save 13 is the total.
It failed.
The total we're looking for. It failed. Nice. It takes 4 damage. Has disadvantage on its next attack roll. And yeah, so the 4 psychic damage.
Takes 4 psychic damage.
It takes 4 psychic damage, and then it has disadvantage on its next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. After that, as a bonus action, you both used your bardic inspiration. All right.
Yep.
Okay, to Opal, you have bardic inspiration once more. and is my last bardic inspiration of the day.
Okay.
And then I will play a jaunty tune while I wait for combat to happen.
Wonderful.
Thunderstruck!
So, next up in the initiative.
Actually, no, it's way more appropriate after I insult him with like the image. In your head! In your head!
You're making -3 copper today.
Yeah. So in the initiative, next is actually the barkeep.
The barkeep is gonna be a boss.
So yeah, you guys watch as the barkeep. You saw Opal and Tanith didn't exactly see this, but everybody else saw as the barkeep, before he yelled troll, reached down behind the bar and pulled out this massive sword, and yells there's a troll, and just hops over the bar and is running towards it. As he does run towards it, sorry, one sec. As he does run towards it, he goes to take a swing at the troll, and as he does, he does note the rest of you that jumped into that fight, and kind of yells like, "Don't worry about the troll! I've got this! Take care of those damn bats!" And
This man gonna solo a troll?
he's gonna take a swing at the troll. He does
Oh,
also,
fuck.
or no, sorry, yeah, he's just gonna make an attack. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that hits. Okay. Oh shit, he actually makes 4 melee attacks. So yeah, you guys watch as he takes this massive sword and just like bunch of cross strikes, just wailing into this troll's stomach. I'm gonna need a second here. He's making a lot of attacks. All of those hit.
So a troll, some bats, and some random adventurers all walk into a bar.
Correct. Was there more to that joke?
I was hoping the bard
No.
would pick up, but yeah.
Jesus, man. Okay. Yeah, that should be the end of his turn now. Yeah. Yeah, he just absolutely eviscerates the midsection of this troll with his massive sword. And that's the end of his turn. Next up in the initiative roll is actually one of the bat-like creatures. So we probably have Ukir closest to the action right now. The troll climbed up close to the bar. So one of the bat-like creatures flying up overhead and swoops down towards Ukir and goes to make an attack against you.
Okay.
So that is 14 to hit.
That is not it.
No? Okay. So yeah, as it swoops down, it goes to kind of like bite at your kind of shoulder area with it's got this like long snout with a small mouth on the end. Goes to kind of bite at your midsection or your shoulder area here, and just kind of bounces off your armor and flutters a little bit, and then just kind of flies back up into the air. That's its turn. So that is now Opal's turn.
Okay, I have a
another
dog.
another one of the bat-like creatures is going.
Oh,
Once again
perfect.
towards Ukir because he's the closest. That also doesn't hit. So yeah, same thing happens. Just bounces off you. All right, now it's Opal's turn.
Fuck, okay, give me a second.
Goodbye, me.
I want to attack with
That was not as graceful as I wanted it to be. She kind of jumped and launched herself. All right. You said he was 50 feet away?
From you. Yes, he's 50 feet away, and you kind of have to go around the hole. So it's going to take a bit more movement to get over there. How much do you have?
30.
30. I'll say you can dash to get there right now. That'll take your action, or it'll take you 2 turns to get over there.
Are there bats near us?
Oh, yeah.
Not so much. They're flying right above the troll. They're just kind of circling around above him. So they get a little close to you because they're flying circles, but they're still in that direction.
Okay. Move me 30 feet into the things and the stuff, and then bonus action, do the rage, and then I will hold my action until something comes to whack me. So basically, I want her to like crack her knuckles and like walk in and like crack her neck and swing her maul and then just like get ready.
Okay. So you're holding your action in case something attacks you?
Yes.
Okay. So you made it about halfway there, and then stopped, raged, and held your action. Cool.
Yep.
Let me check here. No, Raiden, it's your turn.
Alright, and how far away am I from the bat things? I was with Swill at the table after Forgoth.
I'll say you're about where Opal just got to, so you can use your full movement to get over there.
Okay, I'll use my full movement to get over there. I will rage because why not? Because I think I'm still next to the troll then, since I'm near the bats.
Yeah, the bats are above the troll.
So I'm going to rage in case I get hit by the bats and just pull out my great sword and just swing at the bat overhead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say 1 is close enough for you to make a melee attack against.
Alright. For a 16 to hit.
That'll do it.
That will be, max damage, 12 slashing damage. Just...
Alright. Oh my god, yeah, okay, so you pull out your sword and just, in one fluid movement, just... And you guys watch as this bat-like creature just splits in 2 and...
Oh, I lied, that
to the
wasn't
ground.
max... That wasn't max damage, but that was still really nice damage.
These things have 2 hit points.
I think I got it.
Yeah, you killed it. It's dead.
It's like, swings at it, just... It's like one of those anime moments where it swings through so completely, it's just still there. It's like, I missed! Just rain of blood. I did not miss.
Exactly.
And goes for the next one.
Alrighty. That's your full turn, yeah? Cause you moved, raged, attacked, yeah, okay. Next up
Right,
is...
rage damage, that was 14 damage.
Right. So it's extra dead. Now it's the last bat-like creature's turn. Since Raiden got closer, it's gonna attack him. Raiden actually took a swing. So that kind of attracted some attention. That is 16 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So as you take your wide swing, you kind of leave your chest open a little bit, and one of the other creatures, kind of following that one, just swoops right down and just bites onto your chest and actually latches there. I need to roll some damage. So you take 4 piercing damage.
To 2.
And now that this bat-like creature is like on you, you kind of get a pretty close look at it. It's got this long, kind of grotesque snout and a little chompy mouth. It's the rest of its body is like kind of fleshy. It kind of looks like a bat, but it's also like flesh-colored, and it kind of looks like it's been burnt, but it's not. And it has this strange like poof of hair around its head and neck, like a mane. So it's a strange-looking creature. But yeah, it latches onto you and just hangs from you. It's there, just latched to your chest.
I have not consented to getting a hickey. I'll try to rip it off, but can't this turn, I assume.
Do that next turn, yeah.
It's fun playing characters with less than 10 intelligence.
Right. It's the troll's turn now. So the troll is taking a swing at the person that just fucked it up with a giant sword, the barkeep. Yeah, it's gonna kind of rear back a little bit and just go to take a big chomp out of him. I feel like the weirdest part of being a DM is fighting yourself.
Right?
It's true. You see all the rules, all the stats. You get to metagame so aggressively.
True that.
Does hit. Things will do. So you guys watch as the troll takes a bite towards the barkeep and kind of like its large mouth just like latches onto his shoulder area, and then just lifts back off, and you can see the teeth marks and some blood kind of pooling in his shirt. Then it takes a couple swings with its claws. One of them's a natural 20.
Ooh.
And the other one hits 2. Okay. Yeah, and then the troll rears back, slashes across the barkeep's chest, and then slashes kind of in the same spot where he bit him, just right down. You can see more blood starting to pool within his shirt on his chest and his neck area. That is the troll's full turn. It is Ukir's turn now. Sorry, who has higher dex, Ukir or Swill?
I have 2.
My total score is a 16 for a modifier of 3.
Okay, Swill, you're going first.
After securing the beverages, we'll let out a very long, dramatic sigh. I guess I should help. And we'll unsling a petite short bow, and I guess try to fire at whatever the easiest bat is to hit. Is Raiden still engaged? I know there was... You murdered, but is there still one near Raiden? Because that would probably be the first defend Raiden.
Yeah. So one of them got cut in half and is dead. One of them is attached to Raiden, and you can't see it from where you are because Raiden has his back towards you, and it's hanging off his front. But there is one more flying around above the troll.
All right, so we will not protect Raiden. We'll fire at the other one floating around.
What's the range on your weapon?
Short bow is 80, 320.
All right, you're good.
That's a 9.
Total?
That's a 9.
Does not hit. These bat-like creatures are pretty quick in the air. It looks like the arrow's going right towards it, and then it just kind of dodges it.
Yeah, after this, you almost see it, like, Swill's a little nervous, too. This entire situation is really off-putting to them as they knock an arrow and miss. And then we'll kind of look around really sheepishly, specifically check to see if Raiden saw that embarrassment, and then, bonus action, hide under the table.
Okay, roll your stealth.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're hidden. You're good.
That's that. Yep. Yeah, thanks.
Now it is Ukir's turn.
He's gonna whip out his crossbow and shoot the close one.
All right, so the same one that's. Well, I guess from where you are, you can see the one that's attached to Raiden, but there's also one still flying around in the air, so that's up to you.
Flying one.
Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I kind of forgot about break.
Okay.
we have a body break?
Do we want to finish this set of rounds and then like I'm top of the turn order, right? Once it goes back to
Sure,
my turn,
yeah.
we do a break there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks.
Awesome.
So that's a 9 to hit.
No, that was the same roll as Swill. That does not hit. So this one bat-like creature just dodges one bolt, dodges another bolt. It's good. Anything else for you?
That's all, folks.
No, all right. Yeah. Okay. We'll take a break. Let's say 15-minute break. So let's meet back at 10:50.
I forget, what was the hard cutoff time?
11:30.
Okay.
We'll probably get through this encounter and set up the next session. That'll be good.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, remember, cover your cameras, don't turn them off so that
Is everybody having fun so far?
Playing a bard is actually so much fun.
I kind of knew this first session was gonna be mostly combat, but next session we'll open things up a bit more.
I don't know. I feel like they've been good combats. They've been this troll coming out of places. Like there's so many questions to be asked about the combat. It's not just like we went into the dungeon knowing there were things to fight in the dungeon, so we're fighting things in the dungeon.
Yeah, that fight with the half-orc and the humans could have gone some different ways, and it went a way that I was not expecting.
Oh, welcome to DM.
I'm here.
That's good. We're giving 5 more minutes for Nahum.
I messed up making dinner.
No.
What do you miss out?
The chipotle bottom and the paprika bottom look very similar to each other.
Oh,
Oh.
So I'm making tacos instead of making pasta.
I was going to say those are different flavors.
Yep. So I'm gonna have nachos for dinner.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I had all this stuff together, so I just heated up and assembled hamburgers.
I also have a barbecue pork bun from TNT.
Oh, fuck yeah. I need to make some pulled pork again. I have a banging buffalo pork recipe. It's so tasty. It's spicy though. I could probably make it so that it wasn't like super spicy. Then I'd have to add a different set of flavors, I think. I think it'd make it like smoky.
Let's see if Nahum's alright with us continuing the combat until we get to his turn, or until he gets back. Just because I'm hoping to get to a specific part before we hit 11:30.
So currently, let me see if I can remember this correctly.
Yep.
One of the bats is on one of our players. Who's got a bat on him?
It is attached to Raiden's chest.
Got it.
Yep.
Are the other 2 dead now, or is there one of them still flying around? Because I know one of them got sliced in half.
Yeah, Raiden cut one of them in half, and one of them is still flying around. It just Swill and Ukir tried to shoot at it both, and it dodged both of their shots. So it's
Dojin.
still good.
Dang.
The troll has been significantly fucked up by one turn from the barkeep.
Yeah, 4 attacks will fucking do that to you.
Yeah. The barkeep's pretty badass.
Glad I didn't talk shit.
Also, I'm not sure why I haven't been using his name. You guys would all know his name. I fucking put him in the NPC chat. It's Durnan.
Durnan.
Yeah. Durnan the barkeep. And he's currently, like, fighting this troll while wearing an apron and, like, a bar towel thrown over his shoulder.
Patty?
Fucking mad lad. Get you a mans who can cook and fight trolls.
Hot damn.
Hot Damn.
Okay, I haven't gotten an answer from Nahum. Let's go ahead with Tanith's turn.
Sure. I'm going to very simply. I'm going to go up 30 feet, so I'm standing next to Opal. Make sure that I'm within range. And
Right.
I'm going to make the bat on Raiden's chest make a Wisdom saving throw.
What are you doing?
I'm going to be casting Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Hey, you bat fuck! DC's too edgy. All right. 13 is the Wisdom save they have to make.
It fails.
Okay, I get to roll a d4, and it'll get disadvantage when it or if it gets to attack. 2 damage. Psychic damage.
Yes, you can't really see it because Raiden's back is to you. But you know it's there. You watched it kind of fly down and hit him and then not fly away. So you're aware that it's in front of him. And Raiden, you hear this insult fly from behind you and look down, and you just see the bat-like creature just kind of like wince and then go limp and fall off of you, and it just dies.
Just have to insult these things to kill them. Noted.
Noted.
Insult them or cut them in half.
And they said words would never hurt you. And that's my turn. I have moved. I have cast a spell. I am content.
Alrighty. So yeah, next up is Durnan. He goes to make another 4 swings, but before he does, he yells to everybody. Sorry, what does he yell? Yeah, so as he's going to make another few swings, he goes, "Oi, douse this thing with lamp oil and set it on fire!" And he makes his swings. Okay, so all 4 of them hit. Yeah, so Durnan is once again just like slashing, stabbing, hacking, just going away at this thing. And as he comes down, he kind of swings the sword around and like jabs it into the thing's chest. And you watch as the troll just taking all these hits, gets the thing in the chest, and drops down and goes limp. You're not sure if it's dead, but it stopped moving. And actually, before this happened, you guys did see the rest of the bloated bat-like creatures that were on it. They detached, but just flew back down into the hole and left.
Oh.
Yeah, so Nahum, we've only done Tanith's turn and the Barkeep's turn. Tanith Vicious Mockeried and killed one of the bat-like creatures, the one that was attached to Raiden. And the Barkeep, Durnan, just hack and slashed away at the troll, and it is now unmoving. You're not sure if it's dead, but it has stopped moving. That is now... yeah, the final sturgeon, or the final bat-like creature, I didn't say its name, is, it's its turn now. Yeah. Still the biggest threat to these things is Raiden, so that's who it's going for. Actually, you know, this one just dodged a couple bolts from other people. it can't get close enough to Swill. It's gonna attack Ukir. Natural 20.
Oh,
Misses clearly.
That is 7 points of piercing damage. And yeah, it flies down. This one kind of goes a little lower and manages to kind of get through your armor a little bit and hits you right in the kind of right side of your abdomen and just
Ouch.
latches on and hangs from your stomach.
Okay.
Now it is Opal's turn.
Heyo. So I'm still 20 feet away.
I'll say from where you are, you have enough movement to get either to the troll or to the bat-like creature that just attached itself to Ukir.
She's gonna go help her new blue friend. Yeah, so we're gonna roll to whack.
You're attacking the troll?
No, I'm gonna help Rukir.
Okay, you're attacking the one that's attached to Ukir?
Yes, sorry,
Okay.
not blue friend. I apologize. Other person,
Regular friend.
regular friend,
Silver-haired friend.
silver friend.
Okay. Yeah, okay, go roll your attack for it.
I don't know how to play barbarians. Ah.
You hit things good.
Real good.
very goodly.
Gucci.
You still have a bardic inspiration. Die.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Oh boy.
That 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, that hits it.
Wait, we're just gonna do this. This is gonna be easier. Fuck it.
It's a good thing that wasn't a low roll because this thing is currently attached to somebody else.
True.
Would have hurt.
Yikes.
Stand still.
12 damage.
All right. Yeah, you run right up to Ukir and just with your maul do like a
What are you
baseball
doing?
swing,
What are you doing?
and it kind of like
Hold still!
like less than an inch away from his abdomen, just bats this thing right off of him, and you splat this thing across the room. It's gone. It's dead. It's flat. Well done.
Making bat pancakes. Bat pancakes. Making bat pancakes.
Guess what's for breakfast?
And that's my action. And then can I move closer to the troll?
You can turn around and look at
With
the
what's
troll.
left?
I think you have to use all of your movement to get to Ukir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
Ukir
cool,
was a
too.
little farther than the troll,
Cool.
so I was
She's
just
gonna
letting you
lean
know there.
against the bar casually.
Cool. All right.
This is a normal day.
This is fine.
Well, fine.
Everything's fine.
Yep. Raiden.
Is there any lit oil lamps nearby?
Yeah, there's some tables around. They all kind of have a lamp on them.
I'll go walk up the table, pick up an oil lamp as he suggested, and just throw it and shatter it against the troll to have it shatter and oil just splash in the fire. Just.
All right. I'm not even gonna get you to roll anything for that.
Oh.
You're smashing a lamp against something that's unmoving.
Yes.
Alright.
I did it. What's that do?
Yeah, so you smash the oil lamp against the troll, and it bursts, and lit oil just splashes all over this thing, and you see it start to kind of broil away at its skin. And even though it was unmoving a second ago, as soon as you hit it with the lamp, it kind of like and stops moving again, and just falls back into the hole. and plummets into darkness.
You all saw that, right?
I
killed it.
That
was me.
Shut up.
Swill immediately erupts into applause. Oh, well done, Raiden.
Oh, Raiden gets applause, but Tanis doesn't. Anyway.
That one's with me.
The fuck, man?
Yeah, and
Who are
with
you?
that, Durnan, the barkeep, just kind of standing there with his massive sword, breathing a little heavily. Well done. Thank you. And just...
Is this a
What's the sword?
regular occurrence?
Yeah, what's up with that giant hole in there?
Oh, well, I mean, when there's a hole that goes down to the Underdark, things come up
What?
sometimes.
We built a bar on the hole to the Underdark.
Well, I mean, it had to live up to the name.
I just thought this was like a gitchy aesthetic.
No. Why do you think we're famous?
It's an ale.
How many people have died here?
Ah, it's fine. I gotta clean up. And,
Avoids questions.
Durnan goes, put the sword away, and starts cleaning up any mess that this would have made. The rest of the patrons in the tavern, most have left. Others went upstairs. The bottom floor is fairly clear at the moment. The humans that were dragging their buddy out, they used the chaos to get the fuck out. They're gone. And
Should have broke their kneecaps.
as we're all standing there in the defeat of these random creatures that just came up out of this fucking hole, you watch as one individual that stayed on the ground floor kind of stands up from behind a table and kind of walks closer to the middle of the room so he can address all of you, and just kind of walks up and goes, "You be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help. Let's find a table to talk, shall we?"
Who are you?
And he just turns around and walks and goes and sits at the table.
I'll go join him.
Looks to Swill, kind of shrugs, like walks over, and then
really
walks
Almost
back.
sits at the bar and just no.
Yeah, walks back, gets the 3 drinks. Like, I didn't forget about the drinks you brought me, and walks back over.
As Raiden comes back over, Swill's kind of just like, I'm an adventurer now! Ooh, let's go!
Hold out a massive hand for a high five.
Opal.
So-
Glug glug. Which basically just means, can you guys drinks?
Swill's very excited, but goes to take the first step, takes a look back up at Raiden, and then falls in line behind Raiden.
Opal and Urkir, are you staying at the bar?
No, I'll go.
I've been told to get drinks, but
Okay.
I don't have money, you jackass.
What? I could give you money. I'm a bard. I kind of make money. Artists do that in D&D, right? It's a fantasy world.
Alright, we only pay an exposure.
Opal just like throws her hands up in the air and turns around to the barkeep. She's like, "Fine."
While you're standing there at the bar, the barmaid that served Swill earlier is actually standing behind the bar. She was just kind of watching. The Durnan is cleaning up the bar, but the barmaid is right there if you want to order anything.
Yeah, she turns around and she's like, "Oh, fine. Drinks."
How many again?
I guess 2.
All of them.
Okay. Yeah, she just. Oh, 2 drinks. 8 copper, please.
You're gonna put it on the bard's tab.
Just tab.
I'm going in.
All right. I'll bring him over in just a moment.
Cool. She grabs her maul, puts it on her back, and goes back over. Sits beside
All
him.
right. So, everybody has come and congregated around this table. This random individual that has asked for your assistance. And now that you sit down, you kind of get a good look at him. He's a short human male, very thin build, not like unhealthy thin, but just like he's not super athletic, but he's what's a good word? He's lanky. Let's put it that way. He's got this like long brown pencil mustache that he curls pretty often. This like side-parted brown hair that's clearly styled and very well kept. He wears a white button-up shirt and a dark vest on top of that, and some very very fine pants. As you all kind of sit down, he sits there and kind of strokes his mustache, adjusts this hat that he's wearing, this big floppy hat he's wearing, tightens he's got a scarf around his neck, and he leans forward and goes, "Volothump Gadam, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But I fear I may have misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence."
Whose gate?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that too.
I agree.
I was hoping for some answers, but you just
The fuck?
say big words a lot.
I didn't get any of that.
He kind of, oh, my apologies. And he holds out a hand to each of you for a handshake and goes, "Volothump Gadarm. Volothump Gadarm. It's a pleasure."
Opal gives you a high five.
He kind of goes to the next person.
Kenneth Ronella, a pleasure.
Oh, pleasure. He kind of sits back and goes, "Yes, you see, my friend's name is Floon Blagmar. I'm afraid he's got more beauty than brains. And I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago. And was possibly kidnapped. Or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer each of you 10 dragons apiece right now. And I can give you each 10 times that when and if you find Floon. What say you?"
It's a dragon again. Gold?
It's gold, yeah.
I quickly speak to Opal. We came here to make money. I'll say this in primordial. I'm not going to do a full conversation of gibberish, though. We came here to make money. This seems more efficient than breaking up bar fights every night.
And actually be more fun.
Agreed.
And I'll say everybody but Tanith. You do kind of notice through his story that he's definitely pompous, definitely a little self-centered, but he's genuinely worried about his friend. And you can also kind of tell that he's willing to kind of do whatever it takes to get some information on, where his friend has gone.
Well, it would help us buy more drinks.
So Swill's just gonna clap their tiny little hands together and go, "Oh, a quest! Mumsy and Dadsy will never believe what we've done, eh, Raiden?" And kind of like punches Raiden in the arm. It's more of like a poke.
Oh, you've gotten rather strong.
Thank you. Swill's on top of the world. Absolutely 100%. Is like, wait, quest time.
I look over. Well, Luke here, I believe Opal and I are in. What say you?
Sure. It'd give me a good chance to gain some more strength and maybe a little renown while I'm at it.
Noble ideations. I would like some money.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Forgive me. Do you all know each other, correct?
Sure.
Yes,
Now.
I absolutely lie.
Okay, roll deception.
I rolled
As,
with advantage. I
as,
rolled with
Do
advantage.
it.
as Raiden's doing this.
19.
Yeah, he
Fuck.
totally believes you. You all know each other.
I'm kind of like nudge, wink, winking people because I'm like, I really want this job and anything to make us seem more credible for any reason.
Yeah, it goes
Me
from
and
this
my-
to
Swill will chime into it, just like, friends! And, like, try to put an arm around Tanith.
It's just like, yes,
Ah,
friends.
wonderful, wonderful. You all did seem to have some synergy in that fight there. Do you require any information? I don't really know how this works.
All of it!
All of
Any
it.
information you have!
It would be definitely useful to know the last place you've seen your friend, places they may frequent, things
Of
of
course.
that nature.
Well, I was actually with Floon the night he disappeared. We
That
were.
doesn't look very good on you now, does it?
Well, I assure you, he's a dear friend of mine. I wouldn't have. I couldn't have done anything. I assure.
Sus.
I kidnapped my friend. Let me go report his missingness.
He dives into kind of describing Floon's appearance. He describes him as a handsome human male in his early 30s with wavy red blonde hair. He kind of draws specific attention to that because it's a bit of an eye catcher, a bit of an outlier for his friend Floon. Very easy to spot. He also tells you that Floon was dressed in a very princely garb the last time Volo saw him. And he goes on to say, yes, the last time I saw my dear friend Floon, it was 2 nights ago. We were just having some drinks and doing a bit of merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon. It's a dark body tavern in the dock ward. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it. Since you're drinking at the Yawning Portal, I'm assuming not.
Have I been there?
Yeah, I want to roll for that.
Make a
Good
general
stuff.
intelligence check. I'll say just with advantage because of Opal.
No bars and stuff. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you only really needed like an 8 to pass this. Yeah, you guys have heard of the Skewered Dragon. You're not entirely sure which tavern
It's
it
that
is.
one with all the kebabs on the menu.
What?
Oh, that's what I said. Oh, that's the one with all the kebabs on the menu. They're quite good.
Oh well, I'm not really sure. We went there for drinks. I have no idea. Yeah, you guys aren't really sure which tavern it is out of all the taverns you've visited in Waterdeep, but you've heard of it and you know you've been there. But he does tell you it was in the dock ward, so you're kind of aware of where it might be. Yeah, and he just kind of goes on to say that he recommends you guys start your search of the Skewered Dragon. And yeah, last time you saw him, they were drinking together there. That's all the information he gives you.
Happy to do business with you. Now, I believe there was some mention of 10 dragons.
Ah, yes, of course. And he pulls out a sack of coin and kind of opens it up and begins to count out 50 gold pieces, 10 for each, and pushes them over in a pile.
Opal just slides hers to Tanith.
I handle the finances over here.
Like I don't want it. In Primordial, she's like, just whatever. I don't want it.
Ukir leans way down to Swill. You're really small, right?
I beg your pardon? I am average size for a gnome.
If you say so, could you get us a little extra?
What are you implying, good sir?
I think you understand.
Swill's just gonna begin, like, very deliberately counting out 10 for them and 10 for Raiden. Kinda eyeballing you, Kier.
No, not from the pile, from the guy.
Excuse me. I missed the name brutally. What the heck is this guy's name? I'm so sorry.
His name is Volothump Gadarm.
Volo Thump?
I will type it out.
I got it.
Yeah, can we put names in chat?
I'm calling him Voltron from now on.
Oh, God. There's always one nicknamed bad guy in
It's
the campaign.
it's Volo for short.
I actually like
Volo. I like
that name. I
it.
like the name a lot.
Yeah, we'll turn to Volo. Volo, I do believe the life of your friend is worth more up front. And kind of like give a thumbs up and a wink to Ukir.
Is this you do this a persuasion business?
I think so.
So Volo is actually going to kind of chuckle and go, well, I assure you, I will have more than enough for all of you once this is finished. I'm going to get you to make an insight check.
Insight? Shit, is this guy not gonna pay us after? Fuck. Don't worry, I'm really good at this. Shit, that was 19 on the die for a total of 19.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's very clear that Volo is he's being pretty honest in everything he said, but he's definitely stretching the truth in how much he's actually able to pay. It's you can tell it's not from a malicious intent. He just really wants to find his friend, and if he goes in debt because of it, he doesn't care.
I was gonna lean over to Akira and go, I don't think he's got the money.
I don't think you have the money.
What?
Oh well, no. I assure you, I don't have the money right now, but I'm just awaiting royalties on my latest book. You may have heard of it. It's Volo's Guide to Monsters. I know a lot of monsters. But I assure you, the coin is coming. I will have it when you find my friend.
Okay, but if you don't, alternatively,
Your friend.
I get your kneecap.
yes, we're keeping your friend in indentured servitude.
Aw, no kneecaps?
I'm looking
One
at this,
kneecap.
morally,
What?
I don't agree
Okay.
with what they're saying, but I won't stop them. That seems like a lot of effort.
I like the little one. I like them.
Akir, just for the sake of it, make an intimidation check with advantage because of the things that Swill is saying. This will be charisma based though, not strength based.
Okay.
Did I miss something?
Did you make the roll?
Not yet.
What was it?
What'd you get?
What?
Akira!
Ukir? What'd you roll?
What?
Can you hear us?
I can't tell if he's pissed
Ah.
off or if he can't hear us.
Damn.
No.
I'm gonna go with he can't hear us.
Probably that one.
I'm so confused.
Ukir is typing. Ukir is typing.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh.
This is very intense.
What the fuck is happening?
It froze on my end. 18.
Oh,
Nice.
there we go. Okay.
Oh,
I was
Yeah,
just sitting
okay.
there thinking, is this what purgatory feels like?
So, at the mention of you guys keeping his friend if he doesn't pay, he kind of looks a little taken aback. I assure you, if I can't pay, I might have something else to offer.
Yeah,
I'll have to
your
do some
friend.
digging, though.
All right. Well, you're published enough that we can find out where you live. So, with that being said,
Quite.
up we go.
Yeah, so...
Are we able to do it? What time is it in not in IRL in D&D land? Are we like well into the night at this point?
It's not well into the night. You guys were kind of just like hanging out at the tavern like after dinner, so it probably would have been like 6:30. Right now, I'm gonna say it's 7:30-ish. If you guys leave right now, like it's sundown, pretty much.
Cool. Can we bar hop? How far is this other bar? Do I like know off the top of my head? Can we make it to this other bar in a night? Like
You
2 nights?
guys, I mean, you guys can determine that with rolls next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. IRL we have.
But the end of the session here, does anybody want to ask Full any more questions? Anybody want to do anything before we call it?
I do.
Yes, the smaller one.
So, a fun question for you, brain exercise, if you will. What do
Wonderful.
you think happened to your friend?
Oh, well, must admit I'm a little embarrassed about what might have happened. It's possible I got Floon in trouble. As I said, we were drinking.
And
Uh-huh.
And we may have caused a ruckus.
and then
Continue.
Persuasion check, please.
Alright. That's just a straight dice roll. Fuck.
Shit.
That's an 11.
that's a 7.
And a 9. Can we go back to intimidation? We're better
If
at
we
that.
do intimidation, I'm better at those.
Pain.
The dice have answered.
Kick my fist at him.
The-
Can
the
that be
dice- the dice
intimidation?
have called.
Um,
Damn it.
I got a 1.
We must know all the details of this that we can in order to help you as much as possible.
so, okay, he goes, look, I met up with Floon because I was having a bit of writer's block. I haven't been able to get out my next book yet. And as I said, we sat down for some drinks. Floon got a little drunk. I got a little drunk. And the Skewered Dragon is not the best tavern to get drunk in for folk like us. Look, it was embarrassing, okay?
What, did
It's
you
just-
start a fight or something?
I didn't start a fight. I got loud. Probably annoyed some people I shouldn't have. And I
You
left
couldn't
Floon
end the
there.
fight. So what?
You left Loon there. Well,
I
we'll
thought
see
he
what
would
we
get
can
home
do.
just fine.
And you said this was 2 days ago.
It was, yes, 2 days ago.
All right.
I'm very worried about him.
Well, we'll see what we could do for your friend.
You are a bad friend. I would never leave Swill on there.
In Primordial, Opal's like, I've never left you at a fucking bar.
Oh my god. I'm doing everything I can. I only have so much gold.
Wait, does he know Primordial? Ah, shit.
No, he heard Raiden.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
Raiden
He said
Okay.
the same
Ugh.
thing.
You talked primordial to me.
I was in Primordial though, so only
I
Janet
heard-
heard me. Ah.
I forget Swill. Do you know Vidalcan, or is that one of the languages you took?
You'll just
No.
talk in your own languages to each other.
Yeah, I forgot to ask about it. No.
Okay, I just couldn't remember.
Swill
Okay.
will chime in cheerfully and go, well, Fun fact, this is my first real bar outside of Mumsy and Dadsy's care, so really nobody's had the chance to leave me behind yet, but I trust Raiden here with a tap-tap.
Oh, well. You can trust your friends.
No, just one. Oh, no, wait, no, we're all friends. We're all friends. Kind of gives a sheepish nod around the circle again, like, yeah, we totally told this guy we know each other. Yeah.
Unlike some people, as I look at him.
With that, you accept the upfront 10 gold each.
I thought they were dragons.
You
Same.
shut up. You agree to find his friend Floon Blagmar, and you leave the table and set out to go to the Skewer Dragon next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. How much did I
Woo!
make tonight?
For your performance,
All he
I'll
cares about.
say you cobbled together 4 silver and like 7 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get my grand finale, so it wasn't the best turnout for me. But I'll take 4 silver, 7 copper.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you managed to check your hat before you left the bar.
All right, well, for calling it there, would everybody like to give anybody out in the digital universe a nice little wave as we say farewell for the evening and I shut off the live stream?
Hi, brother. I know you're watching. What's up?
Bye!
Wave to our
Bye,
audience.
fake internet people.
That's so long, and thanks for all the fish.
Well, not so